Hey there folks, rinimt here and welcome back to Gods of the Twilight. In the last part we started up Althea and she ended up going underground after some assassins tried to get her. Now we're heading over to Farkas Chapter 0, Part 1. I was young once, I walked alone, I became lost on my way. I felt like I was rich when I met another traveler, people's joys and other people.
This pain. It's like I've been aching for eons. As long as I can remember. I can't move. Was I ever able to move? I tried to stretch my limbs, but there's something stopping me. This can't be how it always was. There's a strange taste in my mouth. And renewed pain as I shift and push. Is this blood? Sleep calls to me. How long have I been here? Waking to this darkness only to drift off again into dreams I can barely remember? But there's something else. And my eyes burn defiantly against the pull of hibernation. The ones who did this to me. I see their faces now. Some scornful, some indifferent, some amused. That's it. The desire that keeps me going. Awakening again and again to strain against what holds me. They will know my pain. Wait, my thoughts, my memories, they're scattering to the wind, vanishing. Who am I again?
I wake up with a jolt, looking around in confusion. Where am I? I feel the sweat sticking to my body. Was I having a nightmare? Ugh, my head. Must have been intense, but now the waking world is coming back to me and I remember. I'm in my room, obviously. Where did I think I was? What's up with these dreams lately? I wake up feeling like something heavy just happened, but I have no idea what. Is my mind blocking something out? I'm not sure how it works, but I've heard about people completely blocking out things from their past, like if they have PTSD. I don't have anything like that, do I? I mean, sure, I've been through some things, especially with the gang. I ended up quitting, but as far as I know, I remember all of it. Sluggish, I stand up and head to the mirror in the bathroom. My face is there, same as always, with a familiar mess of black hair on top. What, was I expecting something else? A dream must have really shaken me up. Shake my head and give myself a smirk.
Morning, loser.
Whatever, no need to be dramatic about it. I'm back in the real world now. Back in New Reykjavik, same place I've been my entire life. Some people around here might remember the old Reykjavik, but not me. And even if I'm curious about it, signing up for a scuba tour of the second city wouldn't exactly be cheap. For me, this massive floating dumpster of a city is the only place I've ever called home. Don't really see myself moving either. That's expensive too. But hey, better my dumpster than someone else's, I guess. Damn, my head feels weird. And my hand. What? My right hand is wrapped in a bloodstained bandage. My fists are sore. My ribs are sore.
What the? How?
It looks like I wrapped my torso and arms too, like I used to for extra protection against cuts and hits. I vaguely remember feeling on edge like I thought someone might try to. Oh, what the hell? Damn it, now I'm imagining things. I shake my head. It's been a couple of years since I got into a real fight. What happened yesterday? I have to clean this cut and get ready to go. I'm not looking forward to school, but it won't be much longer. One more year until graduation. I'm in my room when I hear someone call.
Farkas!
I sigh, making a slow, casual turn to face the voice.
Yeah?
Door slides open with a thud revealed. Hekla's intense stare piercing me all the way from the doorway. Hekla is my adult guardian, so to speak. I mean, she adopted me and all the official paperwork lists me as Farkas Heklason, but I've never thought of her as my mom? She looks at me with a furrowed brows, but I can't tell whether she's more angry or worried.
Good, you're up. Now get downstairs and help me open. You owe me at least that much after what you put me through last night.
She turns and starts heading back down, clearly expecting me to follow.
What I put you through? Besides, I gotta get to school.
You can spare 15 minutes. You're not running that late.
She doesn't stop walking, her words ringing up the stairs. I sigh and head down. She probably wants to lecture me, but there's no time if she wants to pub up and running for breakfast. Yeah, I basically live at the pub, but like, upstairs. It's called the Ice and Dice. Funny name, but don't make fun of it. The owner will kick you in the face. So between that and these weird bottles on the ceiling, new customers seem amused by them, so I guess that's good. She calls it quirky, but I call it not wanting to pay for real decorations. I mean, we have the glowing banners over the bar, but we're the ones getting paid to show ads on those. Sometimes I help by sweeping the floor and cleaning the tables, on getting the place set to open, or getting the place set up to open like I am now. I don't mind doing it. I wouldn't call it fun, but it's nice to see Hecla relax a little when she can rely on me. Earning a bit of spending money here and there isn't bad either. No such thing as too young to work in this part of the city. Not in practice, anyway. I've heard older people say that there were no bad parts of old Reykjavik. Or of town in old Reykjavik. I don't know if that's true, but I imagine it gets a bit tougher when a city has to use everything it's got just to stay afloat. No pun intended. God damn it. In my experience, if you're old enough to fight, you're old enough to help out. Just not old enough to drink the booze. Hecla keeps a close watch on me for that. Honestly, I never dared to try. She comes across a bit rough, but I saw her fighting for real once, and then I knew. None of the horseplay I ever got into with her could compare to the real thing. She can really dish it out. Ooh, it must be a retired MMA fighter or something. I start taking the chairs from where they stored on top of the tables and setting them upright on the floor. Not heavy, so my uninjured hand works well enough. Ugh, why can't I say that word? Hecla's behind the bar, turning on the lights and grills and checking over the stocks of drinks, food, napkins. Her voice follows me around the room while we click through our tasks like a couple of well-oiled machines.
So, what were you up to last night, huh?
The heck did I do last night? I still don't remember.
I was just out.
And somehow ended up unconscious? Carried home by a kind stranger who must have seen you here before? You were all bloody, your face swollen, a cut on your hand. Why are you getting into knife fights? I thought you were steering clear of all that now.
Well, it was worth a try. I finished all the tables in the main area in front of the bar, so I head around the corner to the side area with all the booze. Not looking back, I shrug as I answer.
I honestly don't remember, but I probably got into a fight.
Comes out from behind the bar and follows me.
No kidding. Probably? Don't remember? Are you for real?
I look at her seriously, just as confused as she is, and she finally realizes I'm not just dodging the question.
I have no clue where I was last night, who I was with, or who I was fighting.
I see. Damn. We might need to get you checked out.
Her eyes trail away from me and she seems to consider something, her brows furrowed with worry. And she forces herself to smile as if brushing the thought aside.
Just means I get to have you around all the more to compensate me for the healthcare fees. Your choices, your responsibility. You're a legal adult now, after all.
Ugh, every year that shit gets more expensive. Dare Hecla complain? You'd think the government used to cover almost all of it. Whatever, everything keeps getting more expensive, as she likes to remind me. I stare at her and sigh. Was that her way of trying to lighten the mood? I mean, would it kill her to just say she cares?
Seriously though, take care of yourself.
Wow, she actually...
If you die, you'll never be able to pay me back.
God damn it.
Whatever. I'm late for school.
Hold on.
It looks like she's about to snap at me about something else, but...
Why don't you sit down? I was starting some eggs.
I come closer to the bar. I could hear and smell them starting to sizzle on the other side, but I didn't realize they were for me. As she was getting them, the to-go breakfast meant and you were ready. She's actually a pretty good parent, even if I never quite felt like her kid. She's always honest about the fact that I was adopted. When I was little, she said my parents loved me but weren't around anymore, and that's why she stepped in to help. You'd think she just said that to be nice, but she did know them. This jacket apparently belonged to my dad, after all. I always wondered why he patched on this red tree, though. Seems like a funny logo for a gang, if that's what it is. But if he wasn't a gang, Hecla doesn't talk about it. She just said he worked in construction. My parents weren't anything special, just a working-class couple. Anyway, she didn't make me call her my mom, so I didn't. She's single, never got married as far as I know. Never had any interest, I guess. No biological kids, there's just me, so yeah, I try not to make her regret it.
It's fine. I'm late anyway. I'll just eat on the...
She gives me a very unimpressed stare.
Just sit down and eat the damned eggs before I send them directly at your face. Can you not give yourself 5 minutes to digest and enjoy your food after getting yourself beaten to a pulp the night before?
I don't know if I'd say to a pulp.
To sit down, I notice customers starting to arrive. Someone approaches from the far corner of the side area. Was he lying down in one of the booths? Did I just walk right past him and not notice? Yet Hecla doesn't seem surprised. Did she know he was there? She must have. He has one of our mugs in his hand. That's it on the counter.
Hey there, kid.
His clothes are covered in grime and there's a dense smell about him. Yet apparently he has enough money to buy a drink and he's drinking this early in the morning? Where did he even get that drink? There's something strange about his smile as he looks at me.
Drowning your sorrow so early, old man?
Might be a customer, but I tend to be blunt regardless.
Watch it. He's been here since last night, on my invitation.
I frown. What's she talking about?
You two dating?
Hecla glances to me, then raises an eyebrow at the old man.
This kid has a death wish, apparently.
The old man laughs and Hecla looks back to me.
He's the one who found you yesterday and brought you here. You were unconscious, a total mess. You might owe him your life, so I paid him back with a mug of ale.
You value my life very highly, I see.
The old man laughs again.
Well, I stuck around to see if you're okay. That's all. But damn, kids your age recover so easily. Makes us all geezer miss his younger days, for sure.
As curious as I am about this guy, now I'm really late for school. Still, I won't be too much of an asshole.
Well, thanks for saving my life, or whatever.
I could have said that better. This whole situation is so strange. It's throwing me off.
I didn't. I just carried you here.
I get a weird feeling as he says this, like something's off about his words, but I can't put my finger on what.
What got you so fucked up, if you don't mind me asking, kid?
I don't owe explanations about my life to some old washout, but...
I don't remember. It's all sort of, blank.
Damn, they probably got you in the head. Hope you don't lose whatever sense you've got left.
Yeah, real cute. Hecla just frowns and looks at me with worried eyes.
Whatever. I gotta get moving.
Don't die out there, kid.
Hecla starts serving the next batch of eggs to the old man as I head out. Should I have asked his name? I know I'm not the best at this social shit. Though he also didn't need to be such an ass about the fact that I almost died. Anyway. My mind wanders back to yesterday, but a sharp pain pierces my forehead and I remember nothing. Ugh, fine. Let's just get to school. There's a med office there if I really need it. Maybe these memories will come back to me during the day. That I dash forward, my legs carrying me swiftly through the streets. It's kinda nice running, feeling the strength of my own legs, the air rushing past my face. Actually isn't so bad today. The air quality gets kinda shitty when the city ship isn't moving. Some people wear a mask to filter it when they're outside, but that's definitely not needed now. Not for me anyway. I guess you'd say I'm lucky. I'm in decent shape, healthier than average. Just can't seem to stay out of trouble for reasons I can't remember.
Farkas?
Sarah! It's been a long time.
What happened to your hand?
Don't worry about it. I wasn't expecting to run into you. Didn't think you'd want to talk to me after, everything.
We've barely talked since the whole mess surrounding my old gang 2 years ago. I figured she'd be better off away from me anyway, but...
Yeah, I know, but I have missed you.
I huff out a sigh. I could say the same, but I keep it to myself. As kids, we were inseparable, so it's been weird for me to... Me too. Ugh. But at least I know she's safe from those guys. I want to ask how her family's treating her these days, but unless I can step in and help like I used to, speak up for her, give her somewhere else to be, I almost don't want to know. At least she's always been physically safe with them, whereas I don't know what the gang might do.
What's the miss? I'm kind of an asshole, right?
She giggles and her smile lights up her face. Joy as intense as the worry that was there a second ago.
Sure, you act like that now, but I knew you before all that, remember? I know that's not what you really like.
Still, I said some things, and it's probably still best if you aren't seen with me. If they think you're close to me again, then...
So, is that who did this? Your old gang?
He reaches toward my bandaged hand with concern, but hesitates, probably not wanting to hurt it if it's sore.
No. This is, I just had an accident yesterday. That's all.
I look away. It hurts to lie to her, but if she thinks I'm back to what I was like before...
An accident? Are you sure?
Fine.
When I woke up with this, I was as surprised as you are. I wouldn't have started a fight, though. I want nothing to do with any of that.
Did you hit your head? Maybe...
Yeah. Maybe now I'm even more messed up in the head.
Now I'm cutting her off. It was like a knee-jerk reaction remembering the old guy's joke.
I wasn't gonna joke about it. Head injuries are a real concern. Anyway, please see someone if you haven't already.
Maybe. We'll see. Let's just go.
She hesitates, pausing in her tracks.
You mean go to school together? Weren't you still worried about those guys thinking I'm close to you?
You know what? Forget him.
You sure?
You coming or what?
Seems kind of silly now how long I've been avoiding her. Maybe this is a chance to move on, or running into her like this. At the time, she was getting caught between me and the gang I was trying to break it off with, and the distance between us was the only way to stop them from harassing her too. Those guys are still around, and no doubt they have it out for me, but how long am I gonna let them run my life? Maybe they will cause trouble for Sarah again. If they try, I'll deal with that when it happens. But for now, I kinda just want to spend time with her again. Sarah hops over, cheerfully keeping pace alongside me. I really thought I was used to being on my own, but damn, I've missed this. Just having someone there. For a couple of years, she was really my only friend when things got really bad. I did what I thought was best, but she deserves a lot better. Blah, 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 blah. We stick together until the school is in sight, and I wave her goodbye and we part ways. Lessons are boring, or at least I can't seem to focus on them. I still have no clue what happened to me yesterday. This keeps up. Should I go to the hospital? Or would that be an overreaction? I feel fine. I mean, I know memory loss can be serious, but am I worried people won't take it seriously because they can't see it? Because I can't prove it? Oh my god. Get over yourself, Farkas. In the hall. Wow. The hall over here, something about transfer students? That again? Why do people care so much about a couple of rich foreigners dumb enough to move here? I guess having two of them, one after another, is kind of weird. Foreigners don't come here much in the first place. They'd rather see the mainland, not this trash heap. I'm not gonna waste time trying to figure it out. Let's just get through these classes for now. My grades aren't great, but that's not everything. Besides, it's not like I can't keep up. It's always been hard to pay attention. Not just today. Maybe I just don't like being talked down to? Plus, most of what we're learning just doesn't seem that important compared with everything else I have to worry about. I mean, what's the priority? Abstract math or being able to physically defend myself? Not having one of those augmented reality things doesn't help either. Some of my classmates had HUDs installed even when we were really young. Now basically everyone has one. So now, instead of being able to just look around and get whatever info I need overlaid into my view of the world, to physically pull out my phone like a caveman. Then, when I talked about getting one installed, Hecla just said she doesn't trust them, whatever that means. It'd be nice to just instantly know everything like that, but if I'm honest with myself, that's just an excuse. I actually tried to get good grades. Well, whatever. Walking home, I keep turning it all over in my head, just trying to remember. The sound of Ray's voices shakes me out of my thoughts. Looks like a bunch of thugs about my age at the mouth of an alley up ahead. I'm pretty sure they didn't bother with school today. Just out here screwing around, taking people down for valuables, selling drugs. Who knows? They say it didn't used to be like this in Iceland. I wish I could have seen that. These days, you see kids banding together like packs of wolves to get what they want. I'm not against fighting when I need to stand up for myself. I mean, that's part of what gets me in trouble, but right now, 2 of them are beating up some small, awkward kid while the other 3 stand around the sidelines watching. Their gear looks basic. No tech blades, no cybernetics. Not that I'd expect the average punk to afford anything like that, so they probably figured this is a target they can handle. Cowards, just get a job.
You're saying the only thing on you is a fucking banana?
Yeah, but you're in luck because the price of bananas is about to skyrocket. There's some problem with the hydroponics. I'm not supposed to talk about it, but if you take this, you could really cash in.
The thugs exchange glances.
Yeah, you're bullshitting.
I'm not.
Another swing. That kid is on the ground.
Where's your fucking phone?
Up my ass.
Hold it!
Like a scene out of a movie or something. A stranger jumps in to aid those in need. Is that really what I'm seeing?
Stop! In the name of Hector Koskinen! Huh?
Who?
I cannot ignore this injustice. Release that kid at once!
Did this guy watch too many cartoons or what?
Did he just say Koskinen?
Isn't that the name of the guy who owns, like, half the internet?
You his son or something?
I figured he was probably foreign since he showed up speaking English, but I couldn't tell where from since his accent is basically flawless. One of the transfer students I heard about, but then why would he be in a district like this?
Indeed, the Verco Corporation is the nerve center of the world's data. No doubt our algorithms are watching you right now. We're in your phones, we're on the street cams. You can't escape justice.
He points up at a security camera on the side of the building, as if the police would bother with something this small, even if some algorithm showed it to them. Unless he's actually who he says? One of the punk smirks, not buying it.
Then, why is no one showing up to help you?
Hector raises an eyebrow ominously.
Are you going to stick around and find out?
Let's look around warily for a moment, but nothing happens.
He's lying. How dare you! I reveal my identity, and you accuse me of lying? Fine, I may have switched to privacy mode so I could explore without my guards getting in the way, but...
Damn it, why would he ruin his own bluff? Just to prove he's not lying? This guy must be sheltered as hell.
So, what you're saying is...
You really are the son of Satan, but you ditched your guards like a fucking idiot. Nice gaming gloves, by the way. I bet that jacket alone is worth like 1 million kroner. Probably. What's that in euros? Like a few thousand?
He just shrugs. Is he trying to get mugged? Their kid runs while he has the chance. The thugs completely ignore him and focus on Hector. So, if all Hector wanted was to save him, I guess he succeeded? But they're all surrounding him now, with metal knuckles, pipes. It's 5 with weapons against 1 with nothing. Looks pretty screwed, but maybe he has a plan? What am I doing? Am I seriously thinking about going in there? I usually carry a length of chain if I know to expect a fight. Not the most common choice, I know, but a chain gives you reach while still being easy to carry. My problem is, I don't have it! With the streets getting more dangerous every year, the school finally added metal detectors at the door. My chain's at home.
You would threaten me next? Fools! I warn you, if you come at me...
There's a violent glimmer in his eyes.
Somebody is going to get hurt.
Tux will take a step back, unsettled by his confidence and thirst for battle. What is he, a martial artist? A vigilante?
And it'll be likely me.
You?
You?
The thugs jumped the rich ginger, clearly tired of his clown act. As expected, he's a mess. He gets punched and kicked. He's already on the ground. He's tall, but not exactly strong. He clearly doesn't know the first thing about fighting. Why did a guy like that go out of his way? That's what you get for helping others. That's what you get for getting involved. Damn it, the Los Angeles trouble with another gang. This guy dug his own grave. It's not my responsibility. That's just to keep walking. I pause and start turning back around. I hate the sight of me.
Hey, that's enough!
I jump back into action, knocking one of the guys away from Hector and pulling him back to his feet, ready to ward them off.
You alright, redhead?
This was nothing.
Don't say that while your mouth is bleeding, dumbass.
Oh.
He wipes his mouth.
Thanks for coming to my aid, stranger. Now let's work together.
Work it together? He's already getting the shit kicked out of him. He's still raring to go? Better not change his mind.
You got us into this mess. Now, don't you dare change your mind and run away on me. You're seeing this through.
That's right. I don't care if he can't fight for shit. Even if he's no help at all, I'm not letting him just dump this on me without taking responsibility. But he raises his fist, a determined look in his eyes. He never had any intention of running, did he?
But of course, together we shall prevail.
Why does he keep talking like that anyway? Some sort of goofy superhero act? He's weak and a complete goofball and probably won't be much help. It sucks, but still kinda nice having someone by my side. So instead, we're fighting together.
Fine then. Come on, let's do this.
They swarm us like a pack of animals using their superior numbers. One of them goes to punch Hector. He takes it but is still standing. Heh, you've got guts, Ginger. As for me... Luck! I don't need to run away from a punch like that, not if I know how to soften it. His form is all wrong. He's swinging with no real strength. It's easy to snap my forearm up and stop him in his tracks. Barely even need to move. Just deflects to the side as I prepare my counter.
Huh?
He's obviously surprised, hesitating, leaving himself wide open for what's to follow. Kick. I'm no Shaolin monk. I've never studied formal martial arts, so I'm pretty awkward when I'm kicking. But damn if I can't hit with the strength of a mule when I line things up right. Step to the side and drive my heel into his stomach with a loud thud, sending him stumbling back. More like flying back. Look at him go! Damn! He actually leaves the ground to hit the wall behind him. Guess I'm getting better at this? I was worried I might be out of practice or that my wins would slow me down, but guess not. I keep moving fast, swinging against my assailants before they can get to me. Some are taller, more muscular, but that's overrated. What really matters in fights like this is reflexes and instinct. Once you have enough experience, the flow of the fight becomes second nature, and that's what gives you an edge. Stand in one place, move, never give them a chance to surround you or pin you down. I weave around them while landing hits will I can. Light on my feet. My instincts are flashing in my head, keeping me from getting hit. I was never taught any of this. I just learned from doing it over and over again, and from the pain of screwing up. Another one's charging me. This one has a knife. Those are dangerous. I could actually die here. How do I handle this? Jump to the side and trip him. Charges at me, so I'll use his momentum against him. It works. He completely loses balance and falls hard, face first on the ground. Good. Now, hopefully he stays down. Even as I think that, the first one's already getting back up. So I've still got one of them on me, but these guys are a joke. Probably new. So of course they can't afford gear to compensate for their lack of skill. For the moment I relax...
Fucker.
He gets me with a punch to the side of my face. Standing with the force of the punch, I see Hector behind me.
Ha! Is this all you've got?
Tell your billionaire dad this is what we think of him.
Dude!
On the ground, curled up to protect himself, laughing between grunts of pain while his side gets kicked by the two other thugs. I need to finish this quickly so I can help him. Punch! I use the momentum of getting punched, turning my stumbling spin into a full force swing back at the one who got me. The fist sends him toppling backward onto the ground. Ah, so satisfying. I turn, charging the remaining two who are kicking Hector.
Did you see how I held him back?
He seems oddly proud of himself.
Yeah, great job, bud. Now, let me.
That's true, actually. They were focused on Hector, so... Turns out a little easier for me to take these guys down. I punch and kick them away, doing as much as I can before they notice I joined this side of the fight. One stumbles back and I catch the other in the jaw, just right to knock him unconscious. The one thug still on his feet looks at me and I just glare at him with tired irritation, fist still raised. He runs. My fists hurt, my face hurts, and my legs are starting to give out. But we won. Somehow we won. And Hector's giving me a thumbs up from the ground.
Serves them right. Ow! Oh, why does laughing hurt?
Hector tries to push to his feet, but sinks back down, clutching his sides. I frown at him.
Don't make a habit of this. You'll get yourself killed.
It's okay. I knew what I was getting into. I can take a beating until the police arrive if I need to. Speaking of which, where are they? I made myself anonymous to the algorithms. Not invisible.
Yeah, welcome to the real world. Those guys would have taken all your fancy gear and left you bleeding in an alley, and no one would have stopped them. Still think you know what you're getting into?
He chuckles through pained breaths.
But, that was great.
Great?
Exactly. We did it. We saved that kid.
You got some kind of hero complex?
Hector smiles and shakes his head.
I just do what I can. What's your name, friend?
Farkas.
Look around you, Farkas. What do you think of this world?
Huh?
Glance around with a shrug. This sky's the same gray as ever. Gangs had the run of the place. A lot of people are too poor to afford medicine or even healthy food.
It's shit.
Exactly.
So?
Don't you see? The world's already a terrible place, but today we protected a kid from some thugs. We made it slightly better. All it takes for the world to stay as it is for people to not give a damn. And all it takes to change it is to act when there's a chance, even if it's something small.
It wouldn't have been small if you died. If I hadn't been here... You have to be smart about these things.
I couldn't think of anything smarter this time. I just had to make a decision whether to help this kid or not, so I did. I probably can do better, but I'm still not going to sit around uselessly in the meantime and let people like that keep me afraid.
I see, I hate it, but somehow I can't disagree. That's what happened. He has no experience, but he saw someone in trouble and didn't have the heart to just look the other way. Looks like he's finally talking like a normal person now. So it's not like he's lost touch with reality then, he just... a hero act to get through what would otherwise be a terrifying situation?
Alright, go ahead and change the world then. But I'm out.
Stop!
Huh?
He playfully slips back into his hero persona as he continues.
While ordinarily I'd be content to bask in the glory of victory, I can't help but recognize that your contributions today were vital to our shared success.
I did like 99% of the fighting if I lowball it. Oh, what the heck?
Okay, sure. And?
I'd like to hire you. Be my bodyguard. No. Better. Be my sidekick.
Sidekick?
I consider the possibilities. What would that even mean?
Like, what do you plan to do? Go around rescuing kittens from fire escapes and shit like that?
Who knows? It depends on what the world needs. Basically, we'd hang out together, and if we see some way we can make things better, we do it.
You really think it's gonna help the world for me to repeatedly save your life from thugs?
With your knowledge of these streets, I'm sure we could pick better marks and use better tactics. What do you think I'd be paying you for?
I miss it.
You really think it's gonna help the world
Oh, yeah,
for me
smart.
to repeatedly save your life from thugs? When you could just stay safe in a mansion somewhere.
With your knowledge of these...
Paying me?
Of course, I just said I wanted to hire you.
Yeah, I remember. Just... You think I'll do literally anything for money? Even pointlessly risk both our lives? Maybe that's how it works in your Verco Corporation land or whatever.
No, that wasn't my...
If I risked my life on a daily basis following you around, it'd be because I want to, not because someone bought me.
That would be fine.
Except I don't want to. I'm not so different from the guys I just beat up. And I know from experience that I don't want to be mixed up in all this anymore. Trust me, you don't want a gang to start recognizing you and seeing you as a problem. Besides, you don't get to be my boss. Even if I were willing to do this, it'd need to be on my terms. Sidekick? I'm not playing second fiddle to the guy who doesn't know how to fight.
Perfect!
Huh?
I get it now, Farkas. You're a true man among men. You won't be my sidekick or bodyguard.
That's right.
So, instead, we'll be friends.
That's... Wait a minute.
Ah, so that's where you're...
A very formally addressed man approaches as Hector and I head away from the scene of the fight. Parked not far behind him is the slick-looking car he must have just climbed out of. Wait, is this his butler or something? He's not much older than us. The bodyguard he slipped away from, his older brother. He sighs.
You know, I was waiting to pick you up half an hour ago. I would appreciate it if you'd notify me.
Sorry, there was a bit of an emergency.
Yeah, better look at Hector. The newcomer's eyes widen and snap over to me.
What happened to you? An emergency? Involving this punk?
It's fine. This is a friend of mine. Farkas, this is Mikhail. He works for my family. Farkas helped me out of a bad spot back there. That's all there is to it.
I see. So you've gotten yourself into trouble again.
Again? How did he survive the other times?
Survive? You mean literally? Normally I'm with him and we're able to just leave.
Turns back to Hector.
You know, if you don't do a better job avoiding human contact, you're going to give the Icelanders the wrong idea. They'll start thinking Finns actually like talking to people.
Right, I'll just go sit by myself in the dark somewhere and think about herring.
That's more like it.
Maybe I'm actually an alien, switched at birth.
That would explain a lot. Anyway, I recommend we return before your absence is noticed.
Yeah, sounds like this'll have to be it for me, Farkas. I appreciate your help, friend.
He extends his hand, offering to shake mine. If his family's as rich as it sounded, I have no idea what he might think is normal. He's probably used to solving his problems with money. Money might be how he gets everything. Everything is a transaction. If the price is right, no one refuses. So for him, someone who says no, someone he can't just ask to do as he pleases? I might not feel like we're friends just from that fight, but maybe I'm the closest thing he's found? He's smiling, but there's a clear loneliness in his eyes that I recognize. 'Cause I'm the same way. Not rich, but we're both alone on our paths.
Forget that.
Dismissively, I slap his hand away.
You!
Don't act like this is goodbye, dumbass.
I open my phone's map and pull up the ice and dice, holding the screen out to show him.
This is where I live.
You live in a pub?
Upstairs. I live Just go there when you're bored, alright?
With a sigh, I step away, hands in my pockets, wondering what exactly I just got myself into. And that ends Farkas Part 1 to Chapter 0. You should be only a little wise, never too wise. It's best not to know your fate beforehand. You'll live happier if you don't. Can I open up? Aha! I can open up the save menu here. Oh, what I was hoping for. So anyway, next part we will go to Althea Part 2. This split is like perfect for videos. If it keeps about this length, this is like perfect for video lengths, man. Just saying. Thank you for watching. Next part, like I said, we'll do Althea Part 2 of Chapter 0. If you enjoyed the video, consider liking, commenting, and or subscribing. If you really enjoyed it, consider supporting the channel. All support greatly helps to keep being content like this and more. Find links for that in the description below, along with links to me on social media. So thank you again for watching. Also, thank you to Uber Strategist for the code for the game. It's out now on PC. In early access, I believe. They're going to add more chapters, so it'll be ongoing, I guess. Thank you again for watching, and until next time, this is rinimt signing out. Bye!